All right, we have a clip here from Fox News, Fox Business. I don't know what it is, Fox something, talking about sex education in school.
A damning report out of the city of Baltimore. It finds that in 23 of the city's schools, there were 0 students who tested proficient in math at grade level. Think about that. 23 schools, not a single student. And that is tragic. But basic math isn't
Tragic.
what the left is focused on. They're flipping out because of books Governor Ron DeSantis wants to pull from Florida schools, like this one, titled Let's Talk About It, A Teen's Guide to Sex and Relationships. It includes graphic descriptions and depictions of sexual acts. And there's this one called It's Perfectly Normal. It's about changing bodies, sex, gender, and sexual health. And it's for children as young as 10. Katrina.
It's insane to me that these conservatives seriously think that banning a book that was, you could clearly see it was made for children, young children at that, that they're trying to like make this argument that these books like contain just straight up like pornography, and then it's like they're targeting children with this. It's not what it is. They're saying we can't even put this stuff on the screen because of how graphic it is, how disgusting it is, and it's like they're lying about that. Okay, but also, sex education for young people isn't something that we're supposed to. I mean, do we do that on TV? No one does that on TV. So them saying we can't show it to you here, you're a fucking news organization. I wouldn't expect that to be there anyway. But it's ridiculous that these people think that teaching young people about sex is bad or wrong, or there's something inherently wrong with that. I think it's weird if you don't want to teach young people about sex and they don't learn anything about it, because if they don't learn anything about it, they won't know what they need to know to practice safe sex, not do things they're not supposed to do, like inappropriately touch other people or go into their spaces when they are not supposed to be there.
Our students are failing in schools. COVID has put them behind. The school closures that liberals insisted upon did that. But they're focused.
And then they also want to say, "Oh, these kids they're so far behind because of school closures and COVID." And look at this report: Baltimore schools, they don't know how to do math. The public education system has been fucking trash forever. It's always been trash. No Child Left Behind, 2000 or 2001, whenever the fuck it was passed, it doesn't matter. Public education has always been trash. Do not blame COVID shutdowns on that shit. It is trash either way. They are not learning shit either way. The other person, this other Fox host that's the main focus of this clip that we're watching here, is going to make the argument that, they need to learn how to do their taxes. They need to learn this and that. They don't learn this shit ever. We've never got taught shit like that in school. I was in a private school my entire life, okay? I didn't get taught anything that I need to know that would prepare me for the real world. And there were a lot of kids that came to my school that said that they were in public school, came in 10th, 11th grade, public school their whole life. You know what they told me? They didn't learn shit in public school. And then they would say that the school I was at, the private school, was really hard for them because they said that we would actually learn shit there. We didn't even learn shit there. That's how bad the public school system is in this country. It's fucking terrible. Our schools are severely underfunded. They've always been underfunded. And then Fox News is saying it's the leftists that are, it's their problem. Bernie Sanders is the one who's pushing for teacher pay to be raised. Bernie Sanders is the one who actually cares about our children and about our students. These people don't care about any of that shit. They couldn't give a fuck. They care about getting paid. They care about pushing these lies. They care about making their executives at their network. They care about making Rupert Murdoch more money and making him happy. That's all they care about. This is so ridiculous.
On Governor DeSantis, who, if you go look at his press secretary's website, Taryn Fenske, Brian Griffin, they have these books up. They're inappropriate, so inappropriate we could not put them on the air right now, the pictures in there.
I don't believe that at all.
But somehow kids can find them in schools in Florida.
This topic makes my blood boil.
This topic makes my blood boil. Teaching children about safe sex. Oh my god. What a terrible idea. Makes my blood fucking boil. Oh my god.
As the mother of a 5-year-old, because we should be focused on math, science.
I feel really fucking scared for her 5-year-old child. I feel really, really worried for her. I'm not religious in any way, shape, or form, but I'm praying for this woman's child. I am, and I think you guys should too. Okay? Pray pray for this 5-year-old who's being raised by this woman. Please, for God's sake, pray for them. Please. I've never been so worried about a person in my life, but goddamn, guys, holy fuck.
What about teaching kids about financial literacy? You know, and
What about teaching 5-year-olds and 10-year-olds about financial literacy? Why aren't we teaching 9-year-olds how to do their taxes? Why aren't we teaching 7-year-olds, how to fill out a W-2? Why aren't we doing that? Why are we teaching them about sex? We should be teaching them about financial literacy. I don't know.
How to do their taxes.
You don't learn that shit in school. I didn't learn that shit in school. I took a personal finance class. That shit was not taught to me. I did not learn how to do taxes. I didn't even learn how to write a check in school. These kids don't learn this shit. Where the fuck did she go to school at? She got taught any of this shit. Nowhere. They don't teach this shit in public fucking schools here.
But sex? I mean, when did
Sex
become part of what we teach these young kids in school?
It's always been a part of what we teach kids in school. What does she mean? When did sex become a part of what we teach kids in school? What are you talking about? What? There are classes dedicated to this for good reason, too. And the conservatives' favorite phrase, guys, you know what it is. Follow the science. We hear him say it all the time. Follow the science. Well, I followed the science because, that's what the conservatives told me to do. They said, follow the science. So I went and followed the science. And science showed me and proves that teaching children at starting sex education as young as kindergarten literally only has positive benefits. It only results positively. It's literally, there's so many things that can happen when you start teaching young kids about sex. It's not like, again, and people hear something like that and they're like, wow, you just want little kids to have sex? No, that's not what it is. And there's a certain way to approach this type of stuff, and it's every person is different, every group of people is different. Something that might work for someone else, or something that might work for someone might not work for someone else. Again, there's a certain way to approach how we teach young people about this type of stuff. And the conservatives are, again, literally just saying, these books have porn in them. They don't. That's not what it is. I guarantee you that's not what it is. And, they're saying that this is somehow wrong when it's not wrong. And, this is a scientific study they did where they looked at a whole bunch of different media, literature, a bunch of different stuff that talks about sex and sex education. They were talking about how effective it is, what it specifically it talks about, what is contained in that media, in that literature, and they found that teaching young kids in an effective manner, in the correct way that you're supposed to do it, teaching young children about sex as young as kindergarten, can result in outcomes like appreciation of sexual diversity, dating and intimate partner violence prevention. It's very important. Okay, a lot of people, you may have seen this in the news lately, but there's some studies, there's some data that's come out that said that young teen girls in this country are right now they are at a higher risk for violence, and they're also they're more depressed, they're more sad than they normally are. Okay, and these are all these are all results of what's been going on in our society. Development of healthy relationships, prevention of child sex abuse. We hear the conservatives say all the time, children's genitals are getting mutilated. It's not happening. Teaching young children about sex, teaching them about sex at a young age literally prevents child sex abuse, but they don't want to do that. The conservatives don't want to prevent child sex abuse by teaching young children about sex. They don't. I'm gonna use their logic against them. The conservatives literally don't care about child sex abuse. They don't give a fuck. Because if they did, then they would be showing you guys this and saying this and explaining to their viewers why it's important that we do teach our children about sex at a young age. Not why it's bad, because it's actually not bad at all in any way, shape, or form. Improved social emotional learning and increased media literacy. So, Substantial evidence supports sex education beginning in elementary school. That is scaffolded and of longer duration, as well as LGBTQ inclusive education across the school curriculum and a social justice approach to healthy sexuality. So in the conservative world, this is known as the trans woke agenda. Okay, that's what they call this. That's what they would call this. But in reality, what this is science proving that teaching children about sex at a very, very young age literally only promotes positive behavior. It only outcomes positive behavior. They are not going to tell you that. They are not going to say that because A, they are too fucking stupid, and B, because that would make their whole fucking argument a lie. It would make it all wrong. So the conservatives, the Republicans, they're not going to tell you guys that shit. I thought I would share it with you guys because I thought it was really interesting. I actually didn't know any of that before I researched for this video. But, this lady says she has a 5-year-old child, and she says that, this is making her blood boil, teaching children about sex. Again, guys, please pray for this 5-year-old child because I do not think that she is, if she turns anything, or I don't know if it's a she or he, if they turn out anything like their mother here, I don't know.
And the fact that they're not allowing parents to determine when these issues are discussed and to teach them what their
and then again, she's saying the fact that they're not allowing parents to talk about these issues when they want a book that exists in a library does not equate everyone having read it and seen the content that's contained within it. They say DeSantis is pulling books off of library shelves. Oh, okay. He's a fucking idiot then. He's just banning learning. He's just doing fascism. He's literally just making so people can't learn. He's banning books about history. He's banning books about sex. He does not want our youth to be educated, and that's so he can control them. That's literally what this is. I don't know what else to say about this, guys. It's ridiculous that she's saying that. A book that exists in a school library does not equate every single child having read and seen it. But that's what she's saying.
Value should be, it's something that should be discussed at the home. I'm all about the home space, right? Mm-hmm. The home is where...
But science says that this is important to be contained within schooling. It needs to be in the school, okay? It doesn't matter what her opinion about it is. It matters what we know. What we know works, what we know will create a positive outcome, a positive environment, positive changes moving forward. Okay, this is what we should be discussing. And then she's saying it's all about the home. It doesn't matter. That's your opinion. Your opinion doesn't fucking matter at all. Facts don't care about your feelings. So shut the fuck up.
You have your sanctuary, your family values start. I have to be honest, I toured a lot of schools in Florida for my young son, and when I sat down with the principal, they said to me, do you have any questions? And the first question was, what's your stance on religion and discussing gender? And they
why? And I also don't believe her. These conservatives make up these crazy stories. They're wild. Like Marge saying that, telling that those people that briefed her on the balloon that's bullshit. What they were saying to her was bullshit. She's making that shit up. Stop making this shit up. We don't believe you. It's not even believable. At least make up a believable lie. Every single principal that I went to when I toured with my school, I asked them, what's your stance on religion? Why does that matter? Why does that matter? Number one, I don't see how that matters at all. They say they want to take God out of schools, but, they don't. They're not, no one's doing that, but.
Kind of were like a little bit shocked, but they're like, oh, we don't go there. Like, we don't go there. That's something that's left for the parents. But I think in a lot of states.
She's just made all of that up. She just made all of that up. I mean, I don't want to focus on it too much, but that was just, everything she just said was fucking not right.
Probably wouldn't be the answer, right? So I'm really grateful that I'm in Florida, and I love Governor DeSantis. I love that he's taking a stance on this. I love his guts for this because
I love his guts for this because Ron DeSantis is somehow helping Florida, helping his state that he is governor of by banning literally harmless children books that would help them learn about healthy sex practices and, building healthy relationships, being able to be a normal human being. or what you would call a normal human being in our contemporary society. And how is that helpful? How are you praising him for that? He's not doing anything. If there's someone out there that's saying, yeah, I'm praising Ron DeSantis for that, yeah, I can't believe he has the balls to do that, you're dumb. You're just dumb. You're dumb. You're a fucking idiot. I don't know what else to say. It doesn't matter at all. Like, the fact that he's banning these things is bad. He shouldn't be banning them, but to praise him for it, you have no brain. Your IQ is nothing.
I don't want anyone to take responsibility for teaching my son what I should be teaching him at school. And
what I should be teaching him at school. She just said it. So even she knows. She even knows. She knows that he should be learning, that her, I think she said her son. She knows that her 5-year-old child should be learning this stuff at school. She just said it. She said it. So we're on the same page. So we know that everybody at Fox News is just a big fat liar. It's just sometimes they say the quiet part out loud.
Guts for this, because I don't want anyone to take responsibility for teaching my son what I should be teaching him at school. And I mean,
what I should be teaching him at school. Again, so she knows that sex education is an important part in, child development. Developing a young person's mind and skills. She knows. She knows.
Sex? It was just never a topic in my home. Like, God forbid that ever come up. So,
or with your teacher.
Or with your teacher.
Or in the library.
Right. And also your teachers, like, they're saying that.
It's not. It's really weird that they're kind of saying, like, it's not okay for young people to talk or discuss sex with people that are older people in their life, maybe their teacher, maybe someone that's not their parent, because they don't feel comfortable enough talking to their parent about it. They're trying to, like, say that, like, that's not okay. That's so fucked up. Like, this shit is important. It is important that we teach our children, our youth, about practicing safe sex and about, just knowing, what all of this stuff entails, okay? Encouraging them, to just... I don't know where I was trying to go with that. I kind of got a little upset by what she said. I went to a private school my whole life. I've said that a couple times. I've said that in the video before, but I dealt with some really, really serious stuff at that school that involved sex, and it bothers me still to this day. And I think that my administration didn't do enough to deal with a lot of the issues that were involved in what happened there. And it really boils down to teaching people what's right, what's wrong, what's important, what's not. And I feel like the people around me in my situation, they fell short of that. They didn't do that, and as a result, I was hurt because of that. Okay, and it upsets me. It upsets me when I see people like this say something like, we shouldn't be teaching this stuff in school. We should be teaching this stuff in school. It's important. I know it's important, okay? I've been negatively affected by this. And I do want to talk about that one day here on the channel, just so, I can, spread my message and, maybe encourage other people to speak out about bad experiences that they may have had, okay? But, it's just... at a certain point, it stops being frustrating, and it starts to just kind of like be like, it's you're actually doing damage, right? What you're saying. This type of rhetoric is it's not okay. I don't think it is, but again, the conservatives, they love to say follow the science, but when it comes to following the science, they don't want to do that. It's not important to them, but that's going to be it for this video. If you guys like this video, then please hit that like button. It helps me out so much. And if you guys want to see more content like this, then hit that subscribe button and then press that little bell to turn on all notifications so you guys never miss an upload. And tomorrow, uploads will resume like normal. This should be my third one. I don't know if this will be up. The Benny Johnson video should be up, but uploads resume as normal tomorrow. Sorry about the triple upload, not uploading over the weekend. Apologize, but peace out.